Okay. Hey guys, welcome back to Cut Tarot. All right. Let me just post pricing. All right. Hi. I just got your text. Playing with my little what do you call it? Spinner. I love it. I found in my closet something that I kept, I guess, for years and years from my kids, and there's a bunch of these in there. But this one goes really fast, so I like it. Helps with my anxiety. I remember last time we were talking about it. That's why I was like, I'm gonna shower. It really does help. I have been holding these like the last few days. Negative energy, anti-negative energy, and anxiousness, okay, anti-anxiety. And then I pray like 20 times a day. Let me know when you're back. You probably didn't hear that, but all right. I'm looking for let's wait till it comes through. Do you want to start with your regular first question? All right. I just got it. You work so much that you're probably not watching the Karen Reed trial, but while I was waiting for you to come on, I had a genius message. Okay, I had a genius thought, and it was my own thought. It was not a spirit thought, it was my own 3D thought. But I was like, dude, let's talk about the Karen Reed trial. I'm gonna fucking do that tomorrow. Sorry, cussing. Okay, text me the question or post it. I forget which one is who though. So tell me again who Bernice. I forgot the other name already. Sherry? Sherry. But yeah, I thought, genius. If I put on there, let's talk about Karen Reed, I'm going to get people to come in here and like, it's so fascinating. Free Karen Reed. All right, yes, Bernice and Sherry. I just forget who's the boss and who's the doctor. Like, I can't remember. Sherry or Cherry, whatever her name is, she's the one who was causing the issue, right? Or was it the other way around? You gotta remind me. They're both bosses, and none are bosses, they're NPs. I don't know what an NP is. They're both bosses, and none are bosses. Nurse practitioner. That makes sense. Okay. So they're both nurse practitioners. They are both bosses and NPs. None are doctors. Okay. Okay. Tell me the question. I just need to know who was the one that was texting you saying the other one was mad that you didn't come in. Bernice, I think, was the one stirring up the issue, and Sherry was the one that told you not to come in that next day, that they didn't need you. And then Bernice, I'm pretty sure I'm right. Okay, so I am right. So it's good. I need to make sure I'm focused. Okay, but Bernice was the one that was texting you. Have you heard from Sherry? Did anything happen? Go ahead and send the question. Okay, let me read. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. So were you on the schedule, or like did you get a schedule that you were supposed to work tomorrow and Friday? But it's been ghost town for more than like a week and a half. All right. All right, Jeremiah and Samantha, please come into this reading for Marissa. She has 3 questions. Her first question is, um, there's no schedule. I just text her the days I'm available, and she responds with the days I'm needed. But then what do you mean by still show up? Because you're saying, the question is, are they expecting me to still show up tomorrow and Friday? So when you let them know your availability, you would normally get a confirmation if they need you. So let's find out. Let's just, all right, the names are Sherry and Bernice. Let's get the cards. Exactly. Yes, but she hasn't texted me. Okay, so there is no schedule. Let me just make sure I'm right. There is no schedule. I just text her the days I'm available, and she responds with the days I'm needed. So she didn't do that. You texted her back when she asked if I was available to talk on the 10th. And when I responded to her. She didn't open my text till the 12th, and I haven't spoke to her about it since. I did text her on the 10th, the days I'm available, but she didn't respond. Now that I'm at the week I can work, are they expecting me to still show up tomorrow and Friday? All right, let's start the question. And when I try to log into our EMR system, I'm locked out. Are you fucking kidding me? How do you just not tell you if you're no longer wanted or needed because of Bernice stirring the pot? No, and it's not like her not to. Let me just make sure really quick. The person that you were texting is Sherry, not Bernice. Because I need to start the question. I need to start. So I just need to know you were texting Sherry, correct? Bernice. Oh, well, of course she's not going to respond to you, girl. You didn't. Oh, man. Are you supposed to only text Bernice and not Sherry? Because if Bernice, what I'm saying is, Bernice was the one who told you, Sherry was upset. Of course you didn't. That Sherry was upset with you. She was stirring the pot, saying that Bernice was telling you that Sherry was upset with you for not showing up. But Sherry called you the night before saying, we don't need you tomorrow. We're fully staffed. You can have the day off. So you've done nothing wrong. You have texted Bernice, the one you're supposed to let her know what days you're available. And now you're locked out. This feels like a giant Bernice problem, not a Marissa problem and not a Sherry problem, but almost this is very much gossip. I'm already starting the reading because I'm already connecting. So let me make sure I start the time. Okay. So let's start pulling some cards. No, you didn't do anything wrong. What I was saying was oh man, you're talking to Bernice, who's the one who is gaslighting you and trying to stir up drama with Sherry. So I didn't mean that as in you did anything wrong. It was oh man, because you haven't talked to Sherry, you don't even know what Sherry feels. You don't know what Bernice has talked to her, made her believe about you. And it just feels very negative on Bernice's part. And I cannot believe that you are locked out to the EMR system to see if you're on the to see if you're supposed to be there or not. So in my head, if I was you, I would not go. But then I'd be scared. If you really do want the job, I'd maybe show up and then be told not to go. But yeah, I think that with your texts, you could, you know what I mean? If they don't want you there, dude, exactly. Okay, let's pull some cards. Are they expecting you to come? I feel like Bernice is trying to set you up. I feel like maybe it's not the right place to work. I know you want extra hours, but at this point, it's but if you kind of want to just be look, Bernice didn't tell me that or respond to my text. She didn't say, yes, we need you. So, yeah, I'm not going to show up. I'm not going to get dressed in my scrubs and drive all the way over to my job just to walk in and be told you're not supposed to be here. it's not your day to work. Like, I see how that would be embarrassing. You know what I mean? I get that. That makes sense. It's turned into a very toxic work environment. I'm not even in the group chat. And see, this is a Bernice problem and not anybody else's problem. I think they created another group chat without me. I think you're right. I think you're right. They remember back in the day when I had group chats with all you girls? And like, if I don't think I ever took one, I think I did. I took somebody out. Can't remember her name, but I remember I did. And I had to make a whole nother group chat. So I think your instincts are correct. Do you remember that? I can't remember a girl's name. For some reason, it's saying, really? Text me. I don't know why they're saying Chloe, but I don't think that's the name. I don't know. All I heard was Chloe, but I don't think that's it. Text me, girl. Okay, look. The Knight of Pentacles. She's definitely... Oh, I know who you're talking about. She still is, right? No, yes. No, you're actually, it's the one who came into my group and pretended to be a client and a friend, and she got everybody to like her, and then she started a channel and she tried to get all of you to go over there. Yes. And I remember you were like, not me, like, I'm not doing that. I remember. That's why I always say you're my loyal friend, because you know exactly who I'm thinking of, who went straight over there because she was doing super cheap readings. And I just felt like, wow, just start your own channel. You didn't need to do that to me. Exactly. But you know who I'm talking about, right? Don't say the name on here. Text me the name. Okay, I'm pulling cards. This person, yeah, she's to blame. Bernice is to blame. Hold on. I'm going to pause the time, because I want to make sure that I'm getting this correct. Okay, I'm going to just write the name. And tell me if that's yes or no, if that's the same person. But it was like a stab in the back. Like, why would you come on, get questions, act like you love my channel? Oh, you're so smart. God, I love you. Okay, I'm gonna start your time all over because I want to get the right answer. But oh, there's more I need to tell you. There's more shit. Not with that, with somebody else. That is so funny. Okay, let's. I will. Okay, so I'm going to start the time over because we're at 5 minutes already, and I want you to get your full 10 minutes. Okay, so let me get in the zone. Okay, so there's some cards that are laid out so far. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving card in the deck. So that means that Bernice has completely like put space between you and isn't returning your message. And The fact is, she didn't open it for 2 days. It's now 9 days after the time that she opened it. And you shouldn't have to, you shouldn't have to be the one to text her again to be like, you never answered me, so do I work tomorrow? You shouldn't have to be the person. You're the employee, and if she is doing this, and it sucks because it shows that it was a good fit in the beginning. It feels like it was a good fit to work there just a couple days, a few more days a month, maybe if you want more money. But then the toxicity started because we've got the devil. And instead of this being not a negative card, because the devil doesn't have to be negative, it could be about fears. This is totally negative. This is backstabbing, toxic, gossip. I don't know. I don't know anybody who wouldn't like you, Marissa. You have the you have a contagious personality. You're funny, you're fun, you are smart, you're great at your job, you're a great friend. I mean, for some reason, but well, I could see that you're I'm way better at you than this at this job. I work way harder than you, so I could feel because I got a nasty side too. You know, piss off people. I'm not always this bubbly person. Exactly, it's their problem. So they're looking at you like the Queen of Swords. They're she's definitely talking to other people to manipulate and to have them see you the way that she's trying to portray you. Just don't tell me how to do my job. Yes, that's what I could see. Is that I could see rolling of the eyes, just like me. I could see resting bitch face, just like me. Because you are right. With the magician, you are damn good at your job. And honestly, it's saying that whether you're supposed to be there tomorrow or not, and I will find that out, you really, at this point, spirit thinks that it's time to just cut cut it. It's just ugly because I still work with her. Oh, at my first job. And when I talked to her on the phone about a patient 2 days ago, she said nothing to me about my second job. This is Bernice. She's trying to set you up for failure. She is definitely gaslighting you. This She's honestly doing things that she should get in trouble for. Um Being a provider, for some reason she's jealous of you. Honestly, there's jealousy. Um is she older than you? She feels older than you. They're saying to walk away from what no longer serves you. They're saying that, okay, well, I'm 44, so I don't consider 40 old, but that is older than you. So I feel like there's some kind of animosity that is built on her own that she has. You don't suck up to her. It's something about when women are in power or their bosses, and I know she's not a boss, but in her mind, she is. So she's delusional. This lady is not good for you. It sucks that you have to work with her. Is this the witch? Is this who you call the witch? Or is that somebody else? But she's trying to make you confused. on whether to come to work tomorrow. So I'm gonna use the pendulum. Oh no, so there's two sucky people. Does I'm not gonna ask if they both, I'm gonna ask separately. Does Sherry or Cherry, however you say her name, does she expect Marissa to work tomorrow and Friday? Whoa, so that's a yes. Let me ask about Bernice. Okay. Does Bernice expect you to show up for work tomorrow and Friday? The reason why both of these answers are yes is because she's manipulating it. She wants you. Why does Sherry think she should come? Why is Sherry expecting her to come? Is it because of Bernice lying? I just feel like there's a lot of lying going on. But Sherry is also the one who called you the night before the last time, said don't come in, and then got upset when you didn't come in, and she told you not to. It's like, what is wrong with these people? Take notes if you can't remember. Notate shit. Put sticky notes up. Like, if your fucking brain doesn't work to remember if she told you not to come in, that's definitely not your fault. So they can't put it as we're letting her go because of a no show, no call, because that is not what happened. Period. To them locking you out and you're not in the group chat, that feels like a fucking lawsuit. I would be threatening the shit out of Bernice. You have a fucking. You're a nurse practitioner. You need to be professional. Like, do you guys have higher ups to go to? Do you guys have human resources? I'm not saying to spend your time doing it, but I would just keep it in mind to let her know that what she's doing, I didn't think so. Damn it. I felt like there's nothing to go up to, but I was hoping. I mean, you could. They are the higher ups. That's horrendous. Okay, so here's you, the Scorpio. The Six of Pentacles means you do your work, you do everything you're needed to do. And the Queen of Pentacles, you do it right and you do it good. So they honestly should hold on to you because you're an asset. You're an asset to the company, to the clinic. And yet she wants to cause conflict, confusion, um, arguments, competition, and she is, I am telling you, she is, the Five of Swords is stabbing you in the back because she wants you gone. It feels like she doesn't want you gone at your regular job, though. Isn't that kind of weird? It feels like she's fine with you working at your main job, but at the other job, I don't know, does she have more people that like stuck up to her there? Like, it feels different. It just feels different. I don't know what it is, but it definitely feels like she has put. Okay, time ran out. I do think the answer is yes, but I do think that technically you're not supposed to show up. So I wouldn't show up. I would not show up. I would force their hand to dial your number and call you. And if you're sleeping, like last time, they could fuck off and you could call them back and they need to make time because they're writing down like, oh, if she doesn't show up tomorrow, that's 2. No, it's 0. I didn't do anything wrong, which is fine because I have different bosses at my first job. Perfect. Okay. That's what I kind of wanted to know because it felt very sinister at the other one. Like she has more power somehow. And she has like groupies, I want to call it, and people that like kiss her ass. And then at your regular job, you've been there for quite a while and she doesn't have rank. That's what it felt like. So thank you for defining that for me because that totally makes sense. You have different bosses at your first job and she's just a provider. So she doesn't have the leverage that she thinks she has. She's close to my boss, but if she were to say anything to my boss, she'd be screaming herself over because she took me to her company under my boss's nose. That's, oh wow, screwing herself. That makes more sense. Exactly. You know what, Marissa? Let it play out. I would act as if tomorrow and Friday are your days off and that you would have gone if they would have communicated with you. You can also show that you left a message that you were never called back. You can prove that. But I feel like you just need to cut ties. And if she manipulated Sherry, so be it. Be like, whatever. Good. Oh, good for you, girl. Yeah, it's not your problem. You know what I mean? They created this. She created this. She brought Sherry into it. And yes, you do. Yes, you do deserve it. You work so hard, my love. You're an amazing, you're an amazing, amazing, amazing at your job. You were just doing to help her out. Then it's done. You're no longer on the I forgot what it was called. The thing that you can't log in. You're no longer on the group chat. She set you up the day that she said Sherry was mad at you. I don't even believe that. And if it was, then Sherry's crazy also for forgetting that she called you the night before. Um, so yeah, I say sever ties. And you know what? Let her think she got to you because she didn't really get to you because you're doing her a favor. Okay, let's move on to the next question. I'm going to have a quick break because that one went like 25 minutes. That was a very, very, very long question. That was pretty simple. So I'm going to have a quick break and come back. Just text me what your next 2 questions are. 5 minutes. Love you. And if anybody wants to get a question, please send it in. Thank you. Okay, I'm back, Marissa. Okay, are you here? No, you're not here. You're here. Okay. It shows 0 people, so okay. What I wanted to clarify, we're already 45 minutes in. I don't know why I took that long to answer that question. But what I want to clarify is that the answer is yes. They expect you to come in tomorrow, but I know, well, I've been on here for 46 minutes, so it was like 25 at least. Okay, but it doesn't matter. It's okay. I did it on my own. Um, okay, I want to clarify. It's not yes because you're on the schedule. It's yes because Bernice is setting you up for failure to not show up. It's not because they're not staffed. They are staffed. She just, you really hit it on the head when you said, I'm not going to show up and get embarrassed. Like, if this is the manipulation that Bernice did, and maybe Bernice is telling Sherry, Marissa's supposed to come in tomorrow. I don't know, but it feels like she knows you're not coming in tomorrow, Bernice. She knows you're not coming in tomorrow, but she's making it seem like you're supposed to, but she made sure to fully staff everybody. Does that make sense? Because I don't want you to find out that, like, oh no, they didn't expect me to show up. Yeah, in the back of her mind, she's not expecting you to show up. That's what's going to play into her being able to lie and manipulate Sherry into, she knows you're not going to show up. Okay, good. So are you satisfied with that answer? Because it's not just a yes, you're in the books and you're supposed to be there. No, you're not on the schedule. But for some reason, I feel like Bernice, yeah, has just manipulated this and just completely effed everything up. And so I don't want to be wrong. So I'm just being very clear that they're not going to be understaffed. That's all I'm saying. So does Bernice, in quotes, expect you to show up? Yeah, but not actually. In the back of her mind, she knows you're not scheduled, so of course you're not going to show up. Okay, I think I've explained it. All right, let's go to Greg. Greg, please come in. Jeremiah and Samantha, please come in. The question is going to be her usual first question, which is, what are your current feelings, thoughts, energy? What's the other one? Emotions towards Marissa. Do you think about her? Have you been thinking about her? We obviously have to ask that, but let's see. What's in your head, your mind, your heart, as it pertains to Marissa? Oh, wow. He still has the phone number. See, I can't do that from cards, and I don't make this shit up, okay? I'm talking like I'm talking to 100 people, but I'm not really. Okay. What did I just say? My mind is okay, I'm gonna calm down. Oh no. Okay. Greg, Don't think about texting the anonymous work work number. She doesn't have it anymore. If you're going to communicate with her, you'll need to do it through Snapchat or exactly work number, Snapchat or if you know her number still. Okay, so yeah, text or messenger. Okay, or messenger. Okay, so first card that come out is the High Priestess. So the High Priestess definitely shows a deep spiritual connection that he feels like telepathically he can kind of think of you and is hoping that his energy is getting about you. It makes him very happy. 10 of Cups, the Lovers, that connection, romantic connection. Here's where the Queen of Pentacles is where I saw these two cards, and then he said, I'm scared to reach out to her work number because the 9 of Wands is protecting himself from like rejection. Um, there's a little bit of fear there. The unknown. He just said the unknown. He just doesn't know. If only you have like he's saying like, okay, she had this work number, right? But like, does she go home with a phone? Does she share the phone with other employees? Like he's trying to like think about it too hard. So this comes up in so many readings, it's not even funny. With men, it's just like a protection and just like not wanting to be rejected or reaching out thinking that it's getting to you and then the work number you actually don't have and then somebody else responds or maybe nobody has it, but let's say somebody else got the app and was given this number, let's just say, and they're like, I don't know who you are. He's gonna think that's you. Like, so he's having these like conversations with himself, saying like, I want to reach out, but like, I'm holding back a little bit out of fear of rejection. See, like I said, the devil doesn't always have to be bad. It's fear. And a lot of guys are just not confident enough, right? So let's ask. Why don't we ask? Does he have your regular number? Do you have the number that Greg? Do you have the number that Marissa had when you guys were talking, seeing each other back in the day? Do you have that number? And that's a no. Okay. Unless he knows it by heart, or unless he has it in his phone somewhere under something, I could tell that, like, going into this relationship he's in, when it first started, out of respect, he was like, oh, if she goes through my phone, like, I should probably get rid of numbers. But, oh, you have. Woo, let's see. Do you have the messenger message from Marissa giving you her number? Oh my God, that's where he has it. You're so good. So he doesn't have it in his phone, but he has it in Messenger. If she clacks those, thank you. Thank you. Oh, it'll happen. This is on purpose. She doesn't need to be doing it. But she's the easiest person to live with because she doesn't, we act like we don't know each other. Like, I have my privacy. The only reason I don't right now is because the air is on, so my door is wide open. But yes, it is so, when my door is shut, I feel so good. I hate when I have to have it open. Sorry. All right. So he is saying, like, he is apologizing for the delay in communication. I know. He is apologizing, okay? He is saying, like, I know that I have said before that I was going to, reach out, but I apologize for the delay. So, Carolyn, it's a little too loud, please. It's okay. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Help myself. I can't help myself. Oh, I think she's unloading the dishwasher. I swear it just, I didn't think about it. All right, let's see what other cards. Okay, so he is saying, just so you know, he is still going to contact you. So the Ace of Pentacles, that is him reaching out, because Pentacles, when it's not about money, it's about time. So conversation, time, effort. Then it shows the Hangman, which means he needs a little bit more time, and then you guys will reconnect. Um, and he is saying, like, I have such a huge heart for her. I have a lot of memories with her, and I have a big emotional attachment to her. On top of having uh, how funny. It's funny when I am about to say something and then it comes out. So the king, this is Marissa's reading right now, Angel 101. The king of wands is, he was going to say, like, it's not just romantic. It's not just intimate, it's very emotional, and he holds a huge place in his heart for you. And with the Four of Pentacles, it's showing that, he's holding on to you. He's not losing, he's not losing hope. Okay? He does realize that, ah, do you want to go for longer, Marissa? I felt like it was just getting good. I did use a lot of questions or a lot of cards, but I don't feel okay. So you could just send me the extra 10 after this. Okay, so let's do another 5 minutes. Let me read what you wrote real quick, and then I'll continue. Wait, is he, so before I start the extra 5 minutes, is he the one, are you the one in blue? Okay. Oh, miss having hour-long conversations about nothing. That's so sweet. Ah, You said there were just about nothing. Nice. You gave him your. Okay, so you gave him your. Ah, come on. Allow me to see the second one. Was that everything? Wait, did you send me two or one? Oh, I guess it's just one. Yeah, it's just one long one. So you gave it to him. Oh my God. Yeah, I looked at the date. Okay, I'm going to add the time. So now, Greg, I want you to concentrate on your feelings. I know that you want to let her know why you haven't reached out yet, and I thank you for that. Um, so let's start the 5 minutes. Ah, hold on. Why am I not able to do this? Okay, let's focus on, you want to focus on his feelings, right? So I'm going to put all these cards back in and let's just shuffle again. See, now she's being quiet in there. She's still in there. You can hear that. Like anytime but when I'm working. Anytime but when I'm working. It's not like I am doing this 12 hours a day. Like I did a reading earlier and I had to shut the door and I was hot and I was like, did you put on like a loud movie? And I was like, are you serious? All right, let's see. What are your true? Show me your heart when it. Show me your heart when it comes to Marissa. What card just came out? Two of Cups, girl, soulmate, soulmate. Let's see what else. The Empress, the most. So the Empress, yes, a lot of people say the pregnancy card, right? I don't really look at it like that unless we're actually talking about pregnancy. I look at it as God's land, and obviously God's land is the most beautiful thing in the world. So that is how somebody views the woman. Okay, the Empress is on a pedestal, having a lot of respect. The Sun card, missing the laughter and the freedom with you. Yes, I do think that babies are in your future for sure. 3 of them. Yes. I know you want 3. I hope you do get 3. I I know that there's 2, but remember the last time I saw that that you were pregnant? And that was the first time I saw you, him, 2 kids. Did you just slam the door? Did that just happen? All right, I'm pulling cards. But remember, it was the first time that I actually saw that you were pregnant and had the 2 kids. Hers. All right. Let me get a few more cards. Woo, there you are. But see, he doesn't know. Look at these 2 cards. He doesn't know how you feel. The 2 of Swords that's his fear. He doesn't know if you think about him anymore, if you want him to reach out. And so I am giving him the energy that, like, yes, it's going to be okay. You can reach out. It's not going to go bad. It shows that he misses you. Okay. The relationship that you guys had You didn't get to see each other a whole lot, but I feel like there was a lot of communication. I don't, let me know if I'm right or wrong. This is about spending time together, and I feel that he genuinely wants to spend more time in the future together. Okay. Oh, I was about to say you better pop up and tell her something. Oh, I love you. No, we didn't, but we made up for it when we did see each other. Exactly. Yes, that's what I feel. I felt this energy of you guys seeing each other, of course, but not on a consistent, every month basis, but you were in connection consistently, which is awesome. Um, he is showing me that he has regrets of walking away and that he just wants, like, when he becomes available, he's hoping that you're still available and that you guys will, yeah, look, communication. He's like, "Ah!" All right, time is almost or is out, but I'm gonna finish the cards. No, we didn't. Okay, I saw what you said. So yes, the communication, he misses that. The Emperor, that is that he knows that he needs to kind of hustle with all the things we've talked about, him needing to choose himself and his own happiness. And then in the meantime, he is going to reach out to you. He's just keep expressing, like, I'm sorry the way things ended. I wish that we would have, he is bringing up the long distance and he is saying, was there something about his job or your job that you couldn't just up and move to each other? Because I am getting that. I'm getting that there was something, I'm guessing your job was very permanent and was his job. Like, what made him want you to move to him and not the other way around? Did he have did a job come in the way? Did him helping his family financially come in the way? There's something he's talking about. Otherwise, it's your job. But yeah, I wish it was more like exciting. I wish that question was more exciting, but I think he just needed to express himself. I was about to complete my 3 years at my job, and that's something I really wanted. Good job. And he had been with his company for years. But it's funny, I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say that. I literally thought that I was going to say, but why would he then move for her? Like, so you're right. So both of your jobs were your stability. Well, yeah. If I were you and I found that out, I would be flabbergasted. Like, especially the way he wrote to you in that Facebook Messenger shows me that he was very, very attached to you. He was tired with his job and he was looking for a way out either way. Yeah. Well, now he's looking for a new way out. That makes sense. His scapegoat. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's do your last question because I got to be off very soon. It says I've been on for an hour and 10 minutes. So I'm going to keep this one at 10 minutes unless you end up uh, wanting to make it longer. That's fine. But let's start. Did you already send the 10? Or will you after this? You can after this. If you want to see if we... Oh, you did. Okay. Sorry. It just doesn't show it. Give me 1 second. Maybe it'll go through in a little bit. Can you check it? I don't know why it hasn't gone through. Maybe it will in a little bit. So let's start. All right, just check real quick. I'm sure it'll just come through soon. I logged on to my bank. Now it just went through. How funny. How weird. Marissa, if you're back, I just got it. I was like, I know I sent it. It's just so funny. It does that. Okay, let's start the time. The question is, Jeremiah and Samantha, if you want to help me with this, get me inside that relationship to get a current perspective of it. All right, we're going to start now. Okay, what is going on? Let me be a fly on the wall for Marissa to see through my eyes what is going on in that relationship between him and her. Again, Emily. That house. I meant to say that because that's how I usually do. What's going on inside that house? That's usually what I said. And I don't know why I said in that relationship, and I doubled down and said relationship twice. But yeah, what's going on between them in that house? Oh, I don't like this. She keeps walking back and forth, like looking at me. I don't really. Is this what the car? I mean, is this what's really going on, Spirit? The cards are making me a little uncomfortable. I also don't want to tell you what you want to hear. It just looks like things aren't like horrible, but I don't want to be biased, and I don't want to try to look at this in a different way to make you more comfortable. It just looks like there's not a lot of disarray or a lot of like arguing, but it looks like there's like people are spending time together. It doesn't necessarily mean the two of them, but I feel one-on-one, but I feel that this is that there are either birthdays or events, some things, there's things that are happening where they're spending time with family. Um, it feels like she does not want to like let this go. There's just a lot of pentacles. Um, the like this could be a money thing too. Like this could be him looking at, you know, once I say what I want to say to her, we're like things really are going to get challenging. We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with the house, and like it's going to be stressful, but there's a lot of pentacles. The ace of pentacles, and these are usually like offers. So it's usually like, that could be him wanting, I feel like he's wanting a better paying opportunity. Oh, wow. I know what this is. Oh my God. I know what this is. He's trying to look elsewhere for a job. He's trying to look elsewhere for a job so that he's hoping in the next 3 months, because this is 0 to 3 months, and it's like the word waiting. And then the temperance, like when things hit the fan, he is. Well, what I'm saying is, I don't know that he wants to stay near her. I feel like he wants to leave. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he wants a new job. I think that he wants to work at a different location. And I think that he is kind of lighting a fire under his ass to kind of put this into motion so that when he sits down with her and says what he has to say and shit hits a fan, he's got a plan. So actually, this is about money, and it isn't about that they're doing great, because this shows the vows, right? He's going to let her down about the marriage. I look down, I can't make this up. I look down, and the bottom of the deck is the death card, which is Scorpio. So in the back of his head, you are in his thought process. Like, I got a job offer to work elsewhere. I'm going to be moving. So we need to put the house on the market. Yes, you're so smart. You're like reading my mind. That's exactly it. Because he wants it to be smooth. The temperance card is like, when I finally tell her what I really want, which is the divorce, exactly what you said. I got a job offer. We need to put the house on the market. So then that's already in motion. And then people get interest in the home, right? And that's when you kind of come in. So instead of it looking like everything's just fine, it looks like he's finally not just sitting back and doing nothing. He's starting to figure out how to line this up. He made it smooth with the last one, except she cried on the last meetup outside the lawyer's office, begging him back, and he didn't buy it. So it shows he's strong. That shows he's strong when he makes a decision, because it's hard, right? It That would be hard. So, oh my God. Yep. Oh my God, I have the chills. The Ace of Wands to the Judgment. So the Ace of Wands in this situation is not romance. not intimacy. It's, like putting all of his passion and his, instead of being depressed and feeling shitty, not being happy, holding it in, having to be smiling on the outside while he's dying on the inside. Um, but I do want to tell you a message that I got, which was the only thing that would change everything is if an accident happened, if you know what I mean. All right. So I think he's kind of taking measures to not be romantic, um, because that would just spoil everything. All right. Um, he's made the final decision to go after what is going to make him happy in the end and no longer like I used to describe him as sitting on the couch like a log, having no inspiration, having no motivation, just just in that house, tension, holding all of his feelings inside. um we got 30 seconds. Let me know if you want to continue or not. And he's finally like freaking making a move. He has not done this thus far. From the whole time that we have done readings on him, he has not done any of this. Okay, so I'm going to add 5 minutes because we're at 10 seconds. So let me just add that. Okay, I'm going to continue. Woo! At first, it made me very scared. I was like, all of these are positive cards. What the fuck happened? Um, but it finally is like genius. He's putting his efforts forward. He's like literally, but he like that's all I saw when I would see visions of him. He's just like on the couch, lounging, not really interacting. But then, like, when he would have to go around her family, he'd have to put on that fake smile when, like I said, he's really dying inside. And he knows he went too quick. And like I said, I will not lie to you. If that happens, he's screwed. And he's just gonna, I can already know he's just gonna stay, maybe not forever, but like he wouldn't leave if that happened. But I don't feel that energy. At one time I did, and you said that at one point she was and then lost it, and that might have been what I was feeling. I don't feel an energy attached to her at this point. So to me, I don't think so. But if it were to happen, so I'm like literally telling him right now, be smart. You're smart. You are smart. Be smart. Don't be dumb. Make sure you're either not doing anything or being careful, you know? That was before him, not with him. Oh, wow. I don't think I put that together or remembered that part. Oh, okay. I remember you saying that it had, okay, it happened to her before. So she's probably very scared to 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 do that, right? The only thing that ever kind of stimulated my mind was why the fast engagement and then why get married at the courthouse so quickly. it kind of felt like, why? Like, that doesn't make sense unless, you know, but I don't feel the energy right now. So it's a good thing. But I will tell you if I do. All right. So what else is going on in their situation? Yeah, see him. Okay. He is the Nine of Swords energy when he is like alone. But what's going on is like they have to share the house, right? They have to live together. So, and he does have love for her, but like I said, I think that they are better as friends. Um, but I mean, as a human being and as his partner, I mean, there is love there, but it's still he's not happy. So it's just not a good match, like I've said. So it does show that he's working hard to move forward. And moving forward is actually moving away from her. And that sometimes gets it sometimes messes with his mind because he doesn't want to be the bad guy. And so it shows that he is a good guy, to be honest. With the Nine of Swords, that's a lot of anxiety, insomnia, depression. And I feel like these have other meanings as well. I just think that this card is the words like working towards something, and that towards something is um God, that time went fast. Working towards something with the chariot is moving forward, not looking in the rearview mirror. And I also feel this has a double meaning of I have to love myself first in order to love somebody the right way. And so I need to choose me. And that's why we're getting this spark of um, motivation and inspiration that was completely lacking. This feels very new energy. And I think you were spot on about like a job offer to work somewhere else. We're going to be moving, so we need to put the house on the market and then kind of drop the bomb. Um, he needs to set himself up not for failure or to have to do like what I said in the past. So I am going longer than the time, just a couple of minutes. Yeah, he's saying no regrets, moving forward, one step at a time. He likes to have his ducks in a row. Baby steps, one step at a time, ducks in a row. You and me are like on freaking telepathic. Same page, girl. And it just feels like he's fueling himself with love, and he is looking out for his mom and his brother because they need a place to live too, right? um so instead of feeling like the world is on his shoulders and he's so burdened by this, he's I don't know what snapped him out of it, but I think he started seeing like just the domino effect of how it's going to affect everybody and wanting to do it the most seamlessly way that he can without being strategic and manipulative it is strategic and it is manipulative, but not in a devilish way, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm ending there. So just send another $10 and we'll call it a night. But um, I'll text you tomorrow. Let me know what happens if they try calling you. I swear to God, text me and let me know, okay? Okay, love you. Have a good night. I'll see you soon. You're welcome. Thank you too.